So in April 2026, POP MART officially dropped the Labubu mini fridge, marking the grand debut of their brand new home appliance line. We're talking about mini fridges, coffee makers, or even beauty devices. People on Chinese social media are already joking, like, now even my morning cup of coffee is a blind box. But there's more. Just 3 months ago, they opened Pop Bakery, where you can buy crybaby cakes or twinkle twinkle popsicles. And if we rewind to last year, they were busy opening high-end jewelry stores called Pop right next to Cartier. On top of that, they've hired Andrew Wu, the Greater China president of LVMH Group, as its new independent director. This guy is a legend in China's luxury world. He basically helped LVMH build its entire luxury empire in China in the last 20 years. So what's the play here? I thought POP MART was a trendy toy company. I thought they were supposed to be the next Disney. But now it feels like they are trying to take over your kitchen, your jewelry box, or even your stomach. So is it a retail masterstroke, or they're just getting dizzy from the massive success of Labubu? Today, let's crack open the big blind box of POP MART. To understand what POP MART really is and where it is going, we first need to understand the 4 types of IP players in business world. First, the toy makers, like Lego or Mattel. Here, the play is a point. You build the bricks, you dress up your Barbie. IP is a tool to boost the play and the sales. At the end of the day, you are paying for the playability. But think about POP MART. Do you buy a Molly just to take her head off and put it back? Of course not. You buy her because she looks cool on your desk. Second, the rent collectors, like Sanrio. Hello Kitty's face is everywhere, but Sanrio doesn't own most of the stores. Instead, it makes tons of money by just licensing her face to everyone else. But POP MART, they're not interested in just sitting back and collecting rent. They are total control freaks. They want their hands on everything, the manufacturing, the shops, and every single sale. Third, the content kings, like Disney. They spend hundreds of millions on movies to make you like a character, and then monetize the character for decades. For POP MART, this is too slow and too expensive. One Disney movie budget could open hundreds of POP MART stores. Last, the grocery sellers, like MINISO. They put Hello Kitty on a bottle just to sell it at a better price. You buy MINISO because you need a bottle. The IP is just a bonus. But you buy POP MART not because you need a decoration. You buy it for collection, for emotional value, for social currency. So what exactly is POP MART? Here's my take. It's a mass-market operator of pop art. It may sound deep, but really it's just about 2 things: pop art and mass market. Before POP MART, pop art was rich people's game. Think about Takashi Murakami's prints, or Yoshitomo Nara's dolls. They sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's something that ordinary people like us can only admire, but not afford. POP MART does something insane. It takes those high-end art pieces, shrink them down, use affordable materials, produce them a massive amount, and turns them into $30 blind boxes. So, for many young consumers, buying a POP MART blind box is not buying a toy. It's buying their first piece of pop art. And POP MART is selling art democracy, making pop art accessible to everyone. And that is the foundation of its global appeal. The success of the trendy toy business proved the massive commercial value of art democracy. And it allowed POP MART to perfect a winning playbook. Find artists, lock them in, and incubate their IPs. Stress test these IPs with their global retail network and social media platforms. Pick the winners, and then pour in top-tier resources to turn them into super IPs, which in the end drive the entire company's growth. Just look at the numbers. Thanks to Labubu, POP MART's 2025 revenue skyrocketed by 185% to $5.1 billion, with net profits surging 309% to $1.8 billion. That is the raw power of a single super IP. But here's the problem. When you get your first Labubu, you're on cloud 9. But when you have 10 or 20 of them, that kind of high starts to fade. Your love for the character may still be there, but 20 plushie toys are just enough. And that's exactly why POP MART is trying so hard to break out of the toy box. Some people think the home appliances move is a mistake. They argue that home appliances are all about function and value, while POP MART is about emotion and premium margins. So why is POP MART getting into a battle they're just not built for? Let's break it down. First, let's look at the price point. The Labubu mini fridge launched at a price of 5,999 RMB, roughly $830. It sold out in seconds, and the second-hand price instantly skyrocketed to about $1,300. In comparison, the average price for a similar mini fridge on Chinese e-commerce platforms is yearly between $100 to $200. This is not cheap or value at all. It's affordable luxury. Do you really think they hired a luxury brand veteran just to fight a price war on Amazon or Temu? Of course not. On the contrary, it's about jacking up the price tag and making the brand feel elite. Second, whether it's a toaster, a cupcake, or a diamond ring, the truth is that the product is just a prop. What you are really buying is a shot of dopamine and some serious social currency. Picture this. Your friend walks into your kitchen and sees a Labubu mini fridge. Her jaw drops and she is obsessed. Before she even asks you where you got it, she's already filming a TikTok video to show it off. That is the wow factor POP MART is banking on. POP MART isn't asking, how can we make this useful? It's asking, how can we give you that OMG moment in every aspect of your life? The answer is to become a lifestyle brand. And that explains why POP MART is so obsessed with crossing the line. I would not be surprised to see POP MART's fashion line, or even hotels in the future. Imagine a hotel where every room is decorated with Molly, where the breakfast is Labubu cakes, where you can buy exclusive IP products. Of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. On one hand, nobody knows when or if the next Labubu will arrive. On the other hand, keeping super IPs like Molly or Labubu as timeless as Hello Kitty requires extraordinary long-term IP operation stability, which POP MART is yet to prove. Besides, moving into everyday stuff is risky. If you see Labubu everywhere, then it's not special anymore. POP MART needs to stay cool and hard to get, not becoming just another home goods brand. This is exactly why they brought in Andrew Wu from LVMH, to inject that luxury DNA into POP MART and keep the dream expensive. Whatever you think POP MART is and going to be, one thing is clear, its ambition is just getting started. If you enjoy this deep dive into China's business world, please make sure to like this video and subscribe. And we are always looking for new stories to tell, so do let us know in the comments if you are interested in any business topics related to China. I'm Adrian Pong, and I'll see you in the next one.